Hey everybody, Jeff Joyner here. And today I'm going to tell you the lessons I learned when I recently went axe throwing. You may have seen one of my previous videos that a few weeks ago I was up in Detroit, Michigan. And I made a video called the Tow Truck. You can click and check that out later. But while I was up there, I was hanging out with some of my friends, some of my business partners, and like, hey, let's go do something fun on a Friday night. What do you guys want to do? And they said, oh, we got to go axe throwing. And a couple of them had done it before. I've never done it. I've heard people talking about this is a new, kind of fun leisure activity is to go axe throwing. And I'm like, well, that sounds pretty cool. I've kind of wanted to do it. Let's try it. And so there's a place there where you can rent out a lane and you take turns throwing, and not really axes. They're technically hatchets. But let's not split hairs. See what I did there? That was good. So we went out there and we threw some axes, and I definitely learned some lessons I'll share with you. And I shot some video. I'll roll the video. Here's a preview. I was not good at axe throwing, right? I was the worst of all of us that were there. I think we had like 9 people. I was the worst. And but I had a really good time, and I learned some lessons I'll share with you. So let me roll the footage here. These are folks that are all business partners of mine that I'm working with, coaching and mentoring up in the Detroit, Michigan area. And so watch the footage, and I'll be back to share what I learned. All right, Jeff here. We are at a place called On the Dunes in Commerce Township, Michigan. Going to be throwing axes for the first time. Maybe you've heard of axe throwing. I've heard a bunch of people say they love to do it. I'm here with some of my best friends. These are all folks part of our business team, independent small business owners that got big dreams. We're just hanging out tonight and be throwing some axes. You guys introduce yourself real quick.
Mike.
All right, Mike, you are an actual woodsman.
Yes.
You have fancy axes at home. You chop down trees.
I do.
You're literally a woodsman.
Yes, that is true.
You're the only woodsman I know.
Hey guys, I'm Amber Durrett.
Ron Reed.
Ron Reed, super athlete, coach.
We grew up in DeWitt, so we used to fashion axes out of, whatever, and throw
World-class
at each other.
athlete.
Yep.
Guys showed me how to use a compound bow. That's a true story.
Hey guys, I'm Barb. I am not a woodsman or woodsman girl at all. So this will be awesome.
She's a retired kindergarten teacher
That's right.
and small
I
business
throw
owner.
pencils, but that's about it.
Hey guys, I'm Stephanie Hine. I'm an accountant, so we'll see how good I do. This is my husband,
She'll
Adam.
keep track of all the accents.
I'm Adam. I work in healthcare. Here to throw some axes.
Adam is one of several people that I hit in the head playing racquetball so hard he had to go to the hospital.
It's true.
He's a really good athlete.
He's not the only one. That's what's funny.
Matt Waiter and Giovanna, my wife.
All right, Giovanna, you've done axe throwing.
Only with Velcro axes. But
Giovanna works as an activities director at a retirement facility, and so she throws Velcro axes.
I'm ready to go.
And Matt works in the construction business and recently cut his thumb off.
Play with sharp instruments every day.
So he's going to be doing the safety briefing.
Yeah, we're a great pair.
All right, we're going to have a good time.
Also, I suggest we do it my way. Start about feet on this line. Take one step with your opposite foot and really lean on that foot. 3, 2, 1, go.
one, got one. How does it feel? All right, that's it for us from On the Dunes. We had a great time. I think Adam was probably the best. Adam and Ron, I was the worst of everybody.
Not that
I'm terrible at this, but we had a great time. Had a lot of fun. I recommend it if you're in, let's see where we're right now, Commerce? We're in Commerce Township, Michigan. So if you're in this area, come out to On the Dunes. If you're anywhere else in the world, find yourself an axe throwing place. It's a lot of fun. Here's a good time?
Yeah.
All right, there's our axe throwing video. And I did hit the bullseye a couple times, but I missed way more than I hit it. I was like releasing it too early or too late, or too much spin, not enough spin, too much sidearm. Frankly, I was trying to change too many things all at once. I just was not good at it. But I still had a really good time. And people wonder sometimes, like, Jeff, why do you always have fun, right? Like, I don't like doing things that I'm not good at. And I'll tell you, the first lesson I'd like to share with you from the whole, axe throwing experience is I don't expect to be good at something the first time I do it. I think people have this like weird, expectation that I'm trying something new. I should be good at it, and if I'm not, well, then I'm a failure. I don't think that's how it works at all, right? First of all, I don't think people are failures. Failure is an experience, not a person. You can't be a failure any more than you can be Christmas Eve, right? Failure is something you experience, and it's part of the growth process. I think I made a video about that. I think failure is really, really important. If I haven't, I'm going to soon because I think it's important. But people that expect to be good at something the first time, and I'll tell you where I see this all the time, is in public speaking. People are like, well, I'm just not good at public speaking. I'm terrible at it. I said, well, how much, practice have you gotten doing it? Oh, hardly any. Well, or I had a friend that wanted to take out shooting some sporting clays. And he's like, well, I don't think I'd be good at that. I'm like, well, did you ever do it? No. Well, then newsflash, you're probably not going to be good at it the first time, but you may enjoy it. You may want to start to be good at it. And so, people I think are so obsessed with what do people think, right? When someone says, oh, I don't like doing things I'm not good at. What are they really saying? I don't want to be embarrassed, right? And what are they really saying? If we dig into the psychology of that I'm so concerned about the opinions of other people, I let that make decisions on what I do, what I don't do, and how I spend my life. And I personally think that's a horribly sad way to live. And so I wasn't good at it, but I didn't expect to be good at it, right? So I was still laughing and having a good time. I try to do as good as I can, right? Because we were competing, right? And I like to win, and we had, teams set up. And I didn't add much value to my team. But that's the first lesson, is that I recommend that you just go try new things, and who cares if you're good at it or not good at it. That really is beside the point. Number two lesson, I will tell you that part of the reason I can think like that is because I know deep down 100% that if I wanted to become good at that, I could. Right? If I said, man, this is fun, but I want to be better. I want to do better at this. I want to do it more often. I'm convinced I could become very, very good at axe throwing. How would I do it? The same way that people become good at everything: practice and coaching. That's how you get good at anything. You say, I want to play disc golf. Well, if you want to be really good at it, you got to practice and get some coaching. Now, there's all kinds of coaching available these days. You can get coaching on YouTube on just about anything. But same thing with the public speaking I've done my whole life. And I used to teach at the college level and coach a speech team. And, how do I become a better public speaker? Practice and coaching, right? It's not just practice and it's not just coaching. But the two of those things combined, you could become good at anything. You could become good at talking to strangers if that's not something that you're currently good at. You could become good at, playing golf or shooting guns or typing, or I don't know, whatever your thing is. I'm convinced that you could, and I could, that I really could get good at that if I decided I wanted to, right? Now, frankly, I didn't enjoy it enough that I'm gonna join the axe throwing league and start, practicing 2 nights a week. It wasn't that fun, but it still was fun. And so I think you can have fun doing anything if you just realize that don't put pressure on yourself to be good at something the first time, and understand that if you do want to get better, it's not mysterious how you become better at something, and just start practicing it and find a coach. And maybe some of you are great at axe throwing. Leave some comments below if axe throwing is something that you enjoy. Or if this video inspires you to try something new that you've never tried before, leave me a comment about that too so I can hear the story. So hope you enjoyed this video. If you enjoy these videos, make sure you subscribe, hit the notifications bell so that you can be notified when I come out with new videos. God bless.